hiking up Stonewall Peak. It's not that bad, but man, I'm out of shape. I gotta get back out here and get back to climbing mountains. Watch for more mountain to conquer. Let's go do this. Whoa, that tree's ready to come down. Look, deer. Look, deer.
Yes, two.
Maybe more. Hold on.
Okay.
Let them do their thing. Good?
Yeah.
All right. This dead tree is holding up them other two trees. Messing up their breakfast. Look. Don't move, just stay. No. Nature. What's up, buddy? You could be jerky.
Oh, it's raining. Yay.
She likes the rain.
Here and the rain. Oh, I love it today.
What?
Oh, God is good.
What? Let's let them have breakfast. So what? Stonewall Peak is a hiking trail in the Cuyamaca Rancho State Park. Looking, looking down on Lake Cuyamaca. The hike is 2 miles. It's not that hard. Most people could do this hike without any problems. If you've been doing any kind of walking, if you can walk 2 miles, it's 2 miles and it's mostly uphill, so you'll feel it the next day. But it's a good hike. And when you get to the top, there's a vista view of a bald granite area where there's views of the desert to the east and to the south, and then you can even on a clear day, you know what I'm saying, you could see to the ocean. But you know what I'm saying, it's through a valley, and you know what I'm saying, it's only a little piece because there's mountains around. But then on the other side you got Cuyamaca Lake, and you can see the whole lake from the top of the mountain. The views up there are breathtaking. Reward time. We get up the stairs from hell and we get to see heaven. Wait a minute, she's at home. Well, we get to see the top of the mountain. Hate these damn stairs. After walking uphill for 2 miles, then I gotta climb this rock and get up these steps. And I'm tired. And I'm winded. And I'm almost there. Almost. Top of the world, Ma. Top of the world, Ma. Okay, what's up, everybody? So now we already been to the peak of Stonewall Peak. Okay, now this is a mountain local to San Diego. Is right next to Lake Cuyamaca. So anybody that's looking for it, look up Stonewall Peak. It's a short hike up the mountain. You know, it's not bad. Look, an old fat man can do it, so you can do it. Come out here, get you some of this fresh air. Look at this view. Look at this view. Look where I'm at. Now down there under those clouds, that's where Lake Cuyamaca's at. Look at that. Just got clouds rolling by you. Cause we up in the clouds right now. Right now I'm over here up against these rocks because I got a spot in the cut because the wind is blowing up at the top. So you can see the top of the peak. Let's see. Yeah, so that's Stonewall Peak right there. A little pull off to the side. So now, from here, I got the view. And that's the thing, you just sit back, find you a rock, lean back, and just watch the cloud cruise by. But today, I just wanted to give y'all a little insight, because see, this place, when I was a kid, I was a bad kid. I was in juvenile ranch facilities. So I was in the juvenile ranch facilities, and we would go on out of camp trips. We would go on out of camp work crews. You know, we would go clean up Lake Marina and around Campo where the camp was located. You know, working on the side of the road and all that. It was structured, and they had us. They were trying to wear us out because, you know, a bunch of kids. We got a lot of energy, so we used to have Cali Rex. It was calisthenics, and then, you know, the whole point was getting everybody to get in the same rhythm and moving at the same time, so we look like a unit. And everybody's not at the same level. Some of the guys that are faster and stronger have to slow down. Some of the guys that are weaker need to push themselves faster. So it's hard to get everybody working on the same page, and the staff know that, so they use that to make other. That's how they make us do what they want us to do. But Campo wasn't that bad. You know, I had some good experiences because I was able to be a kid. You know, and I was in juvenile Campo twice. The first time I was there when I was 13, and then I got out, and then I went back when I was like 17. Yeah, I went back because I got out when I got out 17. I was about to turn 18. So this was when I was still a juvenile, and I was a knucklehead. But even back then, you know, this was Crip, and the staff knew me, you know, because I had been there before, and they had a nickname for me. You know, the staff nicknamed me "Wannabe C Down." And at the time, you know, I didn't care. All I heard was "C Down," and I didn't care about nothing else. This Crip. So, you know, it was a joke to the staff And even my counselor, they used to do stuff like they would make me do reports on the Black Panthers. They would, you know, make me do stories on San Diego, write a report, 500 page, stuff like that. And that taught me a lot. I learned a lot. And they don't realize that their jokes added to my wealth of knowledge. So, but one time now they have a points system in Campo, and if you get your points up, then the top 10 people get to go on an out of camp trip every week. So once a week, the top 10 get to go somewhere, and it's whichever staff is going to take the guys out and go do something. And we've done just drives, where we drove through the mountains in a van and did crazy stuff, because the van gets stuck. But if you got 10 teenage boys, ain't no van never going to get stuck, because we got out every time. We would get out, shake the van, rock it back and forth, push it and pull it and get it, and we never got stuck. The clouds is coming in and I'm being surrounded. I can't even see the lake no more. But that's the way it is up here. In the clouds. But yeah, so Campo was fun. So one of the out of camp trips, this was one of the top 10 trips. And the coach's name was Coach Chris. And we called him the Kool-Aid Man because he was chubby. He had a big old belly. And he would always come to work in these OP shorts and a t-shirt. And it'd be freezing. We'd have sweatpants on, boots, socks, jackets, beanies, everything. And we'd be freezing. And he comes walking up in some shorts and a t-shirt. Like, man, you don't feel this? And then one day, see, he was my coach. I had to he took me out on to the store to get some stuff one time, to the trading post. There was a trading post down the street. So we had to pick up some stuff from Campo, and he didn't want to do the lifting. So he had me come during my counseling session and do some of the work for him. We stopped at his staff house because the staff would stay up there for 3 days, and then they would go home for 4 days. And then they would come back for 3 days, and then they would go home for 4 days. But they lived in staff houses across the street from the camp facility. And it was female staff and everything. I was a young teenage boy, so but camp was all right. We they kept us doing a lot of stuff. We had pool tables, ping pong tables, basketball courts. We had a swimming pool. We had that damn obstacle course. I used to hate the obstacle course, but I used to run the obstacle course twice. You know what I'm saying? Every Saturday you had to run the obstacle course 2 times. So I would run it twice, and then if you run it again, every time you run it again, you get an extra point added on. That's how I got my points up, because I used to be a fuck up. My first time I was there, I was always in trouble, and I was getting minus points. By the second time, I had learned the system. You know what I mean? I ain't no dummy. I knew how to work work what you got. You know what I'm saying? I was a coffee man for the staff, for the correction, they were coaches. So they were with the probation department. But, you know what I'm saying, I had them, you know what I'm saying, I had them wrapped around my finger because I make their coffee, you know what I mean? I make it the way they want it so that, you know what I'm saying, they don't complain. And then if I need something, hey, I know how to, you know what I mean? But so camp was cool. So when I was a kid, we came here to Stonewall Peak, all 10 of us and one coach. And then we walked all the way up to the top of the mountain. Then we got to, have our little time at the top. But then afterwards, the coach said, okay, last one of the van is a rotten egg. And he's going to be the last one. This was Kool-Aid Man. So we, hey, Kool-Aid, and we take off running. But he said we couldn't cut the path. So this place is called Stonewall Peak. It's a switchback. You go back and forth, but you're always going uphill. Excuse me. Anyway, so it's a couple miles. You just going uphill the whole time, but it's switchback, so it's not steep. And it's, it's an easy walk. It's not hard at all. I'm, like I say, I'm an old chubby man.
and I made it. But so the coach told us we couldn't cut the trail and cut the path and go straight down. We had to go the whole trail. You know, once we got out of sight, we're cutting the trails. But now we get down to the van. Now we're searching the van, trying to find. We found, I think it was in the glove box. They had some hot toothpicks, some cinnamon flavored toothpicks. Oh yeah, we took those. We went through everything. We couldn't find nothing. We was looking for cigarette butts, and you know, we was kids, so you know, trying to get anything we could. But so then, you know what I'm saying, you know, we had tore up foliage and made a mess because we came straight down the mountain and, you know what I'm saying, you know, tearing up bushes and running through everything, leaving trails. And when the coach came down, you know what I'm saying, you know, he was pissed the fuck off and gave everybody a two minus points. So, you know, we didn't make the next week's top 10 list. Anyway, a little short story for y'all. But here we go. You can see the lake again. Clouds is blowing away a little bit. It's a beautiful day. I had my snack, got refreshed, and got me a drink. You know what I'm saying? Hydration, and now it's time to head down the mountain. I'll see y'all on my next trip. Y'all hit that like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching.
Every sunrise feels new.